How's it going, guys? This is Tyson at IDEV Hockey. Right now we're at Bauer's headquarters in New Hampshire. I'm joined here with Keith Duffy, product line manager for ice hockey skates. Right now he's going to give us a little bit of insight on the Bauer Supreme line. So Keith, how about we first take a look at the Total NXG and go over what's been changed from the NXG from the Total one before it.
Great. We got a few new features that the consumer is going to notice right away as it relates to the Total One we launched 2 years ago. Building upon that platform that we started with the original Total One in terms of range of motion, dialing in the range of motion to make a player more efficient overall. We've got a new exposed injected tendon guard. What we did is removed a lot of the layers here, exposing the tendon guard itself to help reduce some of the weight. But on top of that, our research, design, and development team engineered this tendon guard to give the player 5 degrees more range of motion. 5 degrees doesn't sound like a lot overall, but when you do the math, it's 20% greater range of motion. We also revised the 3-flex tendon, which allows you to customize the amount of forward flex you have in the skate. We revised the overall geometry of the insert itself. So you're going to get the same flex that you had in your current Total One with a little bit more coverage on top of your foot for better protection overall. Important to note too that the inserts in your current skate work in the new Total One NXG. So if you're looking for a new set of inserts, you can fit these into the original Total One as well.
Great. Now, I also understand that the footbed's changed a little bit in the new Total One as well.
It has. So we launched this design with Apex in 2011, integrating what we call ergo toe protection, but really what we did is just give the footbed a little bit of wings to provide a little bit more comfort inside the toe cap for your foot when you're constructing and building a skate. And when you think about the construction process, the manufacturers are stitching through the abrasion guard, stitching through the curved composite quarter material, and then stitching through the toe cap itself. So that area inside the toe cap can get a little abrasive. And so for the player that might skate barefoot, for instance, might have some calluses built up on their toes. So these wings actually just provide a little protection. And the great thing about them too is if you don't like them, there's a great emboss on the back, so it's really easy to clip off. It also features curved composite inserts on the footbed itself to again help with the overall power transfer in the skating stride.
Great. And then, I mean, just kind of touching back a little bit on the tendon guard on this. So by having it flexible, is that going to allow you to have just a little bit more contact with the ice on the back end of the stride?
Absolutely. It's also going to allow your stride to be much longer. So if you think about a speed skater stride, for instance, there's no tendon guard on a speed skate because they're not they're not going into the boards digging for pucks with other players. They're just skating in a circle. And by having a more flexible tendon guard, you can have a much longer stride, building upon that natural range of motion, making you more powerful with every stride.
Great. I think definitely that matches up well with the overall theme of the Supreme line and a great addition. Why don't you give us kind of just a quick overview of some of the features that we've discussed or talked about that a consumer can see throughout the entire Supreme line?
So I think one of the great things about really all of our lines of skates is what we do very well, I think, is maintain the fit in that particular family from top to bottom. So from your Total One NXG all the way down to our Supreme 1.4 opening price point skate has really that same fit throughout the line. So with your Supreme line of skates, you know, it's fairly easy to see that we've got a very anatomical shape and nature to the boot, very anatomical fit, so it's going to be closer fitting to the foot, and we've really maintained that fit throughout the line. Which is a great feature. Obviously, same cosmetics to have the same looks that the pros are playing on the ice at every single price point. But really, most importantly, it's identifying that fit, whether you're a Supreme guy, a Vapor guy, or a Nexus guy.
Great. So that's been just a quick look at the Bauer Supreme skate line. Once again, my name's Tyson, and this is Keith, and all these Supreme skates are available at icewarehouse.com.